I didn't see you there. I got there a little late. You
Oh,
may have already been gone.
We were grabbed the seat over in a corner.
Yeah, you told me that. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, I would have joined you guys had I seen it.
That's where she grew up in Jamesburg. Outside council.
No, I mean... Okay, check. Can somebody on Zoom let me know if you can hear us okay?
It was a sponsor.
Check 1, 2.
I would love it.
Westlake. The crowd I was surrounded by was Westlake. Oh.
Thank you.
The color of the day or something?
Yeah, right.
Test.
My long sleeve shirt.
Kristen's going to do it.
Kristen's going to do it. Kristen's going to do it. We'll walk the house, we remodel it.
It's a very nice community.
Very nice.
Chatted with them.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for coming. This is the Whittingham Homeowners Association, Greenbriar Whittingham Community Association joint open public meeting for Thursday, July 30th, 2026. Would you all please rise for a pledge of allegiance?
Oh, sorry. Allegiance to the flag,
United States of America.
to the republic for which stands one nation.
Under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please. Yeah, Tom Clark. Here. Jay Resper.
Yeah.
Bob Brown.
Here.
Kathy Donato.
Here.
Joe Altanasio.
Here.
Kathy Clark and Gleason.
Here.
And Jeff Simonson.
Here.
And Greenbriar. Chester Trubinsky.
Here.
Alan Greenberg.
Here.
Ron Parisi.
Here.
Mark Sirks.
Here.
And Cliff Durlacher. Thank you. All right, who do we have here from your side? I always forget about us. I'm Matt Lubis, General Manager, Kristen Parisa, our awesome Lifestyle Director, and Susie Weingartner, our awesome Property Manager. All righty. Okay, then, Kristen, do you have a young report first of all, Matt? Absolutely. All right, everybody, a lot of things going on, as you know. Last week at the WOA open meeting, we talked about landscape and snow bids. We got 6 bids in. The boards reviewed those, and stay tuned for more information. We're going to be interviewing some of the companies this coming week, so hopefully soon after we'll have an announcement for everybody. Well, I have to report on this again because I'm bad luck with our pool heaters and spa heaters since I've been here. I'm sorry. We've pretty much replaced everything but one since I've been here, so we just had to do the spa heater this past week. It's on the agenda for approval, but I jumped the gun because we got to get that thing done, and it was done last week, I think it was. So, and we did the 2 outdoor pool heaters, so I'm sorry, I'm jinxing you guys. As you will see, we're going to give you some great information. I don't want to jump the gun, but we have the pool renovation on our agenda for tonight. So when we get to that, we're going to give you a whole bunch of exciting information on everything that's going to be done. And we're still, Whittingham Roof Project, we're waiting for another bid or two, which we should have in a day or two, so we can start talking about that project and finalizing it and getting a start date. We have all the buildings listed we want to do. So it's just a matter of securing some good prices for it. Another thing I wanted to mention, the Whittingham seal coating was approved for the driveways. Right now we have a date of the 3rd week of August. That's going to get pushed back with weather. I know it, but we'll get notices out to everybody well in advance of when they start. S.O. Brothers Paving is doing the project again. They were really good last time with putting notices on everyone's cars, doors, trying to get them to move stuff around. So they'll be doing the same thing. We really relied on them to put notices out, and they did a pretty good job. So that's a big help to us. Also have to mention, we have upcoming elections for our boards. So if anyone would like to put their resume in, it is due by August 18th at 4 p.m., and we have candidates night the following night. And we've gotten a few already, so thank you, everybody. And I'm not going to steal Chester's thunder, but we're going to talk about the declaration voting when we get around to it.
Okay. Thank you, Matt. Kristen, you have a report for us.
Yes. So on August 2nd, we have a movie at 1 p.m. in the dance room, Voicemails for Isabel. And on August 23rd, another movie, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. On August 5th, we have a bus trip to resorts in Atlantic City. There's still some spots available. August 6th, we go to see Les Mis in New York. There's only 2 tickets left. On August 17th, we have a lecture on ways to keep Middlesex County moving, a transportation lecture at 2 p.m. in the dance room. August 29th, we have a tribute to Elton John, and tickets are selling pretty fast. September 2nd, we go to Parks Casino. There's some seats left on that. September 27th, we have our Arts and Crafts Fair, so if you'd like to be a vendor, see the concierge. And also, I want to say that Freddie Howard, a former resident here in Greenbriar at Whittingham, her family donated a piano to us. It is in the library, and it looks very beautiful.
Yes, very nice, beautiful donation. It's a substantial piano. When you're leaving, please stop in the library, take a look at it. I think you'll all be very well impressed. We're going to park it there until we can actually find a permanent home somewhere within this room for it. But it's safe where it is right now, and we want to make sure it stays in good condition. So we're going to be making some changes in the near future. But we again like to thank the family as the board. It was a generous donation for our community. So thank you. Okay. Go ahead, Matt. You going over to Greenbriar?
We're going to flip over to you, Chester.
I assume the board has reviewed the meeting minutes from June 25 and is comfortable with them. If so, I'll make a motion that we we approve the meeting minutes of the joint. Cliff, you had a reservation? I'm not there yet. But thank you for your enthusiasm. So starting again, I'll motion. I'll motion to approve the minutes of the Greenbriar and Whittingham Community Association joint open meeting minutes of. I'll second that.
All right. We got a second.
Okay. I think we've got the point across.
We're ready for a roll?
Yes,
all right.
we are.
Chester Trubinsky?
Yes.
Alan Greenberg?
Yes.
Ron Parisi?
Yes.
Mark Sirks?
Yes.
And Cliff Derlacher? Yes. Okay.
Okay. Item 2, Matt, can I turn it back to you for a vote?
Yeah,
An
we'll
estimate of the
give
vote?
a voting update on the declaration amendment regarding the legal fees in Greenbriar. We're making some progress, but we need some help. Right now, as of 5 o'clock this evening, we have 553 votes in favor. We need 800. We are 247 votes shy, so please, if you haven't voted, please vote. We have paper ballots at the office for anyone who is not comfortable voting online. We ask that you come to the office so we can double check to make sure you didn't vote online and vote twice. So we need that safety in place, but get the word out, people. We need help. We need help. We got to pass this. It's very important.
Okay. Thank you, Matt.
I would suggest that, can you go through it again? People who may not be aware of what's going on, give them some background on why you're voting on this.
Right. Okay. The Greenbriar covenants have a paragraph in there which states that if we were to engage legal services to recover fees or charges, we would only recover 20% of the money. 80% would be out of pocket, your pocket, to be more precise. Yes, yeah, legal fees, attorney fees, that would be required to collect, we'll say, unpaid bills. For example, if someone put a lien on a house and it was uncontested, that's pretty straightforward, maybe $800 to $1,000. However, if it becomes a contested lien, and it could quickly run up the tab. Again, if we don't have approval here, we will wind up paying 80% of that bill. So we would pick and choose between who we pursue, which is a disadvantage. Short term, I don't believe this approval of this change will have a major impact on the community. It's really to give the Greenbriar board in the future the tools to do a better job.
All right, Chester, thank you. Again, it's really to the benefit of the community. Get out and vote. Otherwise, all these expenses don't get recouped at this time and winds up coming out of all our pockets. I see somebody's got their hand up on this issue. Matt, you gave the date on that, didn't you?
Yeah, the voting closes, I don't have the exact date, I think it's September 30th. It's the end of
Yeah,
September.
28th, I think.
Yeah, 28th, I believe.
In August, we're going to start telephoning Mike. I saw him over there. There he is. In August, we're going to start telephoning 200 or so folks, or more than 200, the 400 or so folks, no, even more than 600. There's 600 folks who didn't vote. We only need about 250 more. But of the residents here, 600 of them haven't voted. We're going to start having to telephone them in the middle of watching Wheel of Fortune. Your phone's going to ring, and we're going to have to tell you, you got to vote. And if you need a ballot, we'll get you a ballot. We're going to have to do that, all that grunt work. We've actually had volunteers come through the postings I've put out on social media. Some people have said, I really want to help. I'll do some knocking on doors. But basically, it'll come down to the board having to tear up the list of 600 names, divide it up amongst us, and start making phone calls. And we don't want to do that. What'd you say? Yeah, anybody you speak to, ask them, have you voted? Have you voted? Talk to your friends, talk to your neighbors. We just need the votes. I have a feeling that by and large, the folks who did this via email, it's probably a very high percentage of them have done, but the folks that don't use email, at this point, they have no way of even knowing about it, I would suspect.
All right, thank you, Mark. The message is please get out and vote if you haven't voted already. All right, let's move on. Item number 6, Warwood Business. I have approval of the June 15, 2026 open workshop meeting minutes. Is there any changes or everyone's had an opportunity to review? All right, no changes. And motion to approve by Jay, second by Joe. Okay, roll call.
Okay, Tom Clark,
Abstain.
Jay Respler, Bob Brown, Kathy Dodano, Joe Atanasio, Kathy Clark and Gleason, Jeff Simonson. Thanks.
Okay. People are wondering why I abstained. I wasn't at that meeting, so I couldn't vote on the meeting. Next item, approval of the June 25th, 2026 joint open meeting minutes. Any corrections to the meeting? All right, seeing none, do I have a motion? Moved by Jay, second by Kathy. Roll call.
Tom Clark,
Yes.
Jay Respler, Bob Brown, Kathy Dodano, Joe Atanasio, Kathy Clark and Gleason, Jeff Simonson.
Okay, next item of business, approval of a proposal from American Pool to renovate the outdoor pool and spa for a cost of $238,381 to be paid from the Warwick Capital Reserve. As we had told everyone at our last meeting, this is money in our capital reserve that is put aside for improvements. The pool is certainly one of them. This is being taken out of your monthly HOA fees. There'll be no need to do an assessment. The approval is going to greatly upgrade the pool and make it so much more attractive. It's in need of a lot of changes. The indoor side of the plastering, filterization, a number of things. Matt, maybe you can go through the list of all the things that are going to be done.
Oh, it's going to look awesome. Coping, tile, plaster. We're not going to have to paint the pool every year and drain it. I don't know if Tom mentioned a cover. We don't have a cover on the current pool, which is a problem because everything gets in there over the winter time and basically have to drain the pool and start from scratch. So we probably won't have to do that going forward. But it's going to be amazing. A lot of work in the filter, the pump room, some filter tanks. So we're doing a lot for that money.
Okay. Is there any one on the board who wants to make comment on this? Okay, seeing no one on the board. Does anyone in the public want to speak on this specific issue? Okay, please come up to the microphone, sir. Just got to press the button there to speak.
Hi, Evan Nichols. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
I'm at 1D Winthrop, and I'd just like to know if we have access to see the scope of work for the pool quote.
We have the management office obviously have it. We received the specifications of what's being done. I'll let you know that there was a committee that was formed amongst the board members. We've met with the companies that were initially giving us bid offers, and we met with them and found the right one that fit for us, and we actually negotiated the price down. So the final price that you have is what was negotiated down, actually with a lot more things than we were expecting to be able to do to start off with, because we set a budget for ourselves. We came in under our own budget, and we got a lot more accomplished. So, yes, he has the information. You could see it if you like.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mark Lindell, 15 Trent Road. Will there be an ADA compliant lift at poolside?
It's not a requirement for us. We're grandfathered not to have one because the pool was constructed. It's not a reconstruction of the pool. It's just an upgrading of the existing structure itself.
When they redid the indoor pool, they put one in. Why not on the outdoor?
Well, that was a major renovation. This is not.
$238,000 is not a major renovation?
Well, I mean, they spent over $1 million on that indoor pool. We only spent $238,000. It's a big difference of what was being done. Yeah. Anyone else? All right, seeing nobody else in the public, I'll close the public portion. Any board member, any further comment? Seeing none, can I have a roll call, Matt?
Did we do a motion and second?
It's moved, Bob, second by Joe.
Joe. All
Okay,
right.
Thank you for that correction.
All right. Tom Clark?
Yes.
Jay Resper? Bob Brown? Kathy Dodano? Joe Attanasio? Kathy Clark and Gleason? And Jeff Simonson. Thanks.
All right, next item is approval of a proposal from Ramson Hydronics to replace the indoor spa heater for a cost of $6,280.21 to be paid from the Warwick Capital Reserve. Do I have any discussion on the board on this item? I see no discussion. Does anyone in the public have anything to say on this? Okay, seeing no one, I will close that portion. Again, no further comment from the board. Do I have a motion? Moved by Jeff, second by Kathy. Okay, roll call, please.
Okay. Tom Clark?
Yes.
Jay Respler? Yes. Bob Brown? Yes. Kathy Dodano? Yes. Joe Attanasio? Yes. Kathy Clark and Gleason? Jeff Simonson?
Next item is approval of a proposal from LDI Connect to lease 3 new copiers for a monthly cost of $697.22 to be paid from the WOA operating account. Again, as we told everyone at our last meeting, we've downsized the number of machines that are being used from 6 to 3, and we're saving about $1,300 a month. We looked into either purchasing the stuff that was here or leasing the new equipment, it made a lot more sense to lease it. It's a lot cheaper, and it's a lot more reliable. Buying toner and having service people come in is very costly, so it made no business sense to make that move. So we made a decision to go with this for $697, and we're still saving $1,300 a month compared to what we're currently spending. So that's what this agenda is about. Anyone on the board have any comment on this? Go ahead, Mr. Chair.
As I mentioned last time, this is going to cost us thousands of dollars. We're locked into this over the next 5 years, at which time we'll have absolutely nothing to show for it. If we bought something, if we bought the new machines we already have here, we would save thousands of dollars, and at the end of 5 years, we would still own the equipment. So therefore, I'm against it.
Matt, could you give me a breakdown of what you got there from the company on exactly those numbers are?
Yeah, the actual savings a month over what we have now is $1,449, which is quite a bit. We have an IT guy that we contract with, got relationships with a lot of these copier companies, and he basically did all the bid process for us, compared what we use, what we have now, the usage, everything else, and was able to work a really good deal out with LDI Connect. They supply Canon copiers. We had Sharp copiers, but he opted to go with Canon. Basically the same thing, just a little bit smaller, more efficient. The old ones were pretty much out of date with the software, and we were having problems with them anyway. So this was actually a really, really good deal.
All right. Thank you, Matt. Does anyone on the board have any comment on this? If you'd like to make comments, sure.
Okay. I did do a cost-benefit analysis on this. I actually called vendors. I asked for prices in the event that we bought new machines. I also found out, with Matt's help, what the cost would be if we maintained 3 of the existing units that we currently have. I put this all together. I sent it to you, Jay. It actually works out to be precisely the same amount as leasing brand new machines, with the caveat that we don't know, cannot predict, we can only go based on history, how many times the existing machines, which are now 5 years old, will break down. And the cost of a service person is $150 an hour. Now, I did all the calculations. I predicted if we had 6 to 7 breakdowns per year. I went through an entire analysis and figured out the cost to service them, the cost of the toner, the outlay of funds to purchase them outright just did not make sense. It was actually cheaper to lease. Even if you assume that they don't break down 6 to 7 times a year, which is not unlikely, that's what we currently call them in now, that it still wouldn't save us enough to make a difference. So I did do the cost-benefit analysis, and I did send it to Jay.
Okay. Is any, thank you, Kathy. Anybody else on the board have a comment on this? Jay, do you want the last word on this?
I'll just pick one quick thing. I agree, I got the numbers, but what Kathy was giving me was the price of a repair if you do not have a service contract. This was my business. If you get a service contract, that covers you for the whole year. You're not paying $120 an hour for 50 hours a year or anything like that. I have equipment at my home, a furnace, an air conditioner. I have a service contract. I pay one amount, and it covers any number of repairs. So comparing the price of a one-time service contract to not having a service contract and the $120 an hour that was mentioned, they're two completely things. You will not have that cost. You buy a service contract once, and it's all covered.
Kathy, with regard to a service contract, these are older machines talking about buying. The service contract on there, it's like when your refrigerator is 10 years old, you don't pay what it is when it was 2 years old.
And a service, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
A service contract on an older machine is going to cost more, just like a leased
Absolutely more than a new.
vehicle,
The other thing I was thinking of is
used
that
vehicle.
the age of these machines is such that you will find over the next 4, 5, 6 years, parts will be obsoleted. A gear or something will go, or some component, especially if it's an electronic component, will be obsoleted, and you won't even be able to do the repair. This is something I've experienced in my own life. You go to repair something it's technology that's 8 years old, you can't get the parts anymore. So I think it would be unwise to try to salvage the ancient machines. The leases include ongoing repair, maintenance, they'll come in and
Right, it
vacuum
covers
out.
all that. It
And it
covers
includes the consumables, the toner, okay. I think that's obviously the way to go.
Okay. All right. Anyone in the public have any comment on this? Seeing no one, do I have a motion to approve? Moved by Joe, second by Kathy. Have roll call.
Okay, Tom Clark,
Yes.
Jay Ressler. No. Bob Brown. Yes. Kathy Dodano. Joe Atanasio. Yes. Kathy Clark and Gleason. Jeff Simonson. Thank you.
All right. Let's go on to the committee reports. I'll turn it back over to Greenbriar.
Okay, so Budget and Finance, Mark, do you have anything to report?
We're going to meet in about a week. Budget and Finance is going to meet in about a week, and I think we're about to start the cycle for budgeting for next year.
There were no covenants required to meet for this month.
Site review, I want to applaud homeowners that actually came forward and pointed out areas that were missed by the landscaper, and we were able to identify them and correct those situations and move ahead for the future as far as modifying those areas. So I thank those people for doing that. As far as any modifications on your home, please remember to go to the office and get the forms to be filled out. And if you've got inspections and your work has been completed, please pick up your checks as well. They're sitting on checks.
Have a head count for inspections, no? Okay. Newcomers?
And for newcomers, our next session is September 3rd. As of this moment, there's 27 new households who have moved in since our last meeting. How many will show up, we'll find out, but September 3rd is our next scheduled date.
Okay, back to you, Tom. Okay.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Woodward Business. Budget and Finance, anything to report?
We just received our June financials. I've already reviewed them, and WOA is right on budget. Condo is a little bit over budget. We're managing it. We're looking and hoping that as we move along the remainder of the year, we will come in on budget, which is a great thing. We will be meeting, as Mark said, we'll be meeting on August 13th with Budget and Finance to discuss the June financials and start looking to the future, 2027's budget.
All right, thank you. Covenants, anything to report?
No, there was no need for the covenants to meet this month.
Entertainment, anything to report?
Yes, so far for this year, we're kind of 6.5 out of 7. The last entertainment show last Saturday night, people thought it was a little slow going in, was a Beatle tribute, but as it got into the show, it got a lot better. Okay, these guys were pretty good, and a lot of people were standing at the end of the show. We have a country girl next month, I'm sorry, Sir Elton next month, then Lauren Davidson is a country singer. Then after that, we have, coming up in November, we have the Cameos, an oldies group. So far, we're above budget from last year, which is a good thing, okay, and that's going to enable us for 2027 to really improve the quality of the entertainment we get in here, okay? So we're looking forward to 27. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Joe. Landscape Committee, anything to report?
Nothing to report. We did not need to meet this month. We will be meeting next month to discuss our fall flowers.
Okay, thank you. Site review, anything to report?
We had 4 applications that were approved and 3 inspections that were completed, and that was all we had. Thank you.
Okay. All righty, thank you. Town Center Committee, anything to report?
Yeah. We met today with Kathy Daly of Design, moving right along with getting an estimate from her for some basic repairs that we want to do, our wish list repairs, and we should have all of that from her in a month, at which point we'll go forward with our committees and decide what we can and cannot do, hopefully all of it. But we'll see how that works. But that's the main thing, but we're moving right along with that, so hopefully we'll be on track to be ready to do that when we're ready to do the fire suppression system. And the only other thing is we're doing some minor repairs in the billiards room, we're painting, and I understand that some of the cue sticks have been sent out for new tips, and that's it.
Okay, thank you. All right, let's move on to item number 8, the ever-popular open forum. If you'd like to come up and speak about anything, this is the time. Please come up to the microphone, give your name and address for the record. Anyone looking to speak? Going once? Go ahead. Name and address for the record.
Okay. Lisa Toletti, 4 Stirring Circle. Really? I hear me. They can't hear me?
Got to speak a little closer to the microphone.
Oh, okay. Like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Lisa Toletti, 4 Stirring Circle. This is regarding the amendment that you want to make to the bylaws, going back to the bylaws regarding the lawyer. Okay. So it's just by way of suggestion. I realize that you have people that are willing to volunteer, and that's great in case you guys don't reach everybody. Is it possible to perhaps do a mailing? I just calculated by the standard, but you guys would have bulk mailing? Do you guys have bulk mailing where you have a reduced amount or do you do that?
We typically haven't been doing a lot of mailings recently just because, we're doing the electronic vote and we have a list of people who don't have email addresses, so we actually have security hand deliver some of these important documents to them.
Okay, so security's doing that, taking care of that. Oh, okay, because that's what I was thinking, that if there was, and within the envelope could be the actual ballot where they need to vote and have the vote there, and if it was a self-addressed, because I don't think security is going to stay there and wait for them to vote. Oh, no, I didn't think so, just the information.
Many years ago, we did bulk mailings out of this community. Mm-hmm. As email became more and more prevalent, then we stopped bulk mailings and switched over to communicating with the folks via email. The few times we do have mailings, that's what Matt is saying. Occasionally, the security guy will hand deliver something. We still have mailings that go out of here on certain matters, things, checks and things like that, but we don't have a mechanism right now, even for bulk mailing. If we do any sort of mailing to these people, and I thought about it, it would have to be, lick a stamp, full price kind of thing.
So then in that case, it would be, if and I'm not 100% sure, is it 75 cents now?
I think it's 86 cents now.
It's 82.
I'm behind. I still have my forever.
It's 82, and we have a postage meter upstairs, so we get a slightly reduced rate off that. So we're not licking stamps anymore, Mark.
No. I use that as a euphemism.
So I had it at 75. It would be if you had to address the 250, if by chance there was no chance, but if you did not reach these people who are not email savvy or who are not computer savvy, I'm thinking in this particular instance, in light of the pressing matter, where we don't want to absorb.
We are
that
aware of the
income.
people who don't have the capability to do
Yeah.
emails or own computers or have
Right.
internet, so we do make an effort to reach out to them and try to get
So
them
this
to
wouldn't
vote.
be an option, it wouldn't be something that you would want to do just for this
No,
specific
it's
instance?
it's
if-
something I've actually considered. We might end up having to mail out 200 or 300 to folks who don't use emails, and it'll cost
That's my
us
point, yeah.
$200 or $300
Right,
to do it.
exactly.
And
That's
we
what
might
I
end
have
up
here.
having to do it.
Exactly, and if they do. And that's it. And why the deadline if this is such an important matter? Why do we need a deadline? Why can't we do it till we get it achieved?
That's actually dictated by our governing documents, and our attorney set out the timeline for
Oh.
us, so
Okay.
it's no more than 90 days.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't have an open-ended vote.
No extension?
You can't have you can do an extension, I believe, but you can't have an open-ended vote in a homeowners association. You've got to put a beginning and a date and an end date, but you
Okay.
can extend it.
Okay, it's just by way of suggestions, just to kind of facilitate and really just try to see every option that we could use to get those people on board. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, door hangers an option? Are door hangers, or, no, okay. Okay, thank you.
Tyvee Lapkin, and I am speaking for Joanne Sakoff. Her question, and I have the same question, why was this set up with our paying these exorbitant fees set up originally? Why was that in the documents? Shouldn't our lawyers be... Okay, so why did...
The documents that founded Greenbriar and concluded it, why it was put in there is hard to understand. I mean, we could speculate. Maybe it was designed to protect the people buying the property. We could.
Well, the lawyers, it seems to me the board did not come up with this
The board did not
gobbledygook.
come up with this. This
No,
was
this is
the
long-time stuff.
Lanier Corporation that built the community 25 years ago.
And
Gave
they
us
proposed it?
Gave us a set of these documents, and it's been there ever since. And as I mentioned earlier this year, we've taken 3 steps. One was to reinstitute the collection of late fees for non-payments, and then 2, we clarified that Greenbriar can collect money on behalf of Lower and Gulf. And the third part of the puzzle, if you will, is that we'd like to eliminate this 80-20 split. And quite honestly, in the short run, as I previously mentioned, it will not make that much difference financially. We haven't got that many people that are behind in payments that we're going to take to court and worry about legal fees. I think we're down to a very, very small number. Matt's been very aggressive, and but the idea being, going forward, the next board and the board after that should have the tools at their disposal to properly run the community. So that's the initiative here, really.
Another part of Joanne's question is that are the people who are behind, are they the estate of? Are these people who are alive or?
I don't know if you want to take this one, Matt.
That's information I don't think we should give out in public.
Okay, because I thought it might be more difficult to collect from an estate than from a person.
It's a real mixture of why things happen. It could be the person expired. It could be that the person expired and the children don't know where the will is, or children are fighting over the will, who's going to get what, and on and on. So there's a medley of reasons why people fall behind.
That was her interpretation of my second question. My question is, in the houses that are in the estate of, can you reach them, those estate of people, to get the vote either way? How do you get the vote? because they're not taking care of that.
There aren't that many that would change the calculus of votes.
Okay,
The states
okay.
are minimal.
Okay.
And just to point out, if someone is in arrears, they did not get a vote.
Right.
All right, thank you. Sir?
Michael Toletti, 4 Stirring. I just had a thought. Do we have a way to reach the snowbirds? I mean, we do have a large percentage of people in this community. They're here now?
They're pretty much here.
We have their email.
Oh, that
And
would
we
be
do
wonderful.
email. I mean, we are emailing, we've sent out messages via email, we send out the vote electronically, and the vote is repeated in case they missed the first one. I'm not sure what else we can do, but the snowbirds are generally here right now. Won't be,
I was going to volunteer to drop off the forms to the snowbirds wherever they are.
okay. We'll give you a sack and you take them to Florida.
No problem. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Matt,
Anyone else?
I have a question, Matt.
Seeing no, hold
Wait,
on.
hang on.
All right, good.
Go. Matt, quick question. I believe the number is somewhere around 90 to 95% of emails that we have.
We have emails for all but close to 60 people in the community. So all but 60 homes we have an email address for.
Okay. All right, seeing no one at the microphone, I will close the public portion. No, not yet, we're not there, we have to do Zoom.
We got to do Zoom. Okay, so this was a good question. Can the board members or office staff go to the start of different clubhouse gatherings and ask them to vote? I believe you guys are already doing that at different functions in the community. So I think the answer to that is yes. And I'm getting a lot of questions here about the restaurant, which I can't believe no one asked any questions about the restaurant.
Well,
nope.
The restaurant.
I'll cover it.
Yeah, he'll give you the latest information we have.
Look forward to a big announcement tomorrow afternoon, I hope. Chris from the restaurant did not want me to send anything out until tomorrow when his team does a whole dry run of everything in there and their whole operation. Once he feels comfortable, he'll tell me to let the email fly. But it looks like it's going to be Tuesday, August 4th.
Correct. So please make sure you go to the restaurant and please take care of the service. That's the most important thing. That's going to mean the success of the restaurant. Anything else on Zoom?
No, nothing really. I think we're pretty good. Yeah, if someone wants to send out the menu, we'll send the menu out with that email as well.
All right, that sounds like a plan. All right, well, thank you. All right, seeing nothing else, do I have a motion to adjourn? Moved by Jay, second by Kathy. And thank you all for coming. I appreciate your attendance. Thank you.